Hey, welcome back. Video number two in our series on rhythm, rhythmic basics. And right now, quick reminders on some things. Um, Last video, we covered different types of notes and different note values. We assigned them numeric values. So we took our whole note and we assigned it a numeric value of 4. Our half notes were assigned a numeric value of 2. Our quarter notes were assigned a numeric value of 1. Our eighth notes, zero point 0.5. And our 16th notes, 0.25. So obviously, if you take 0.25 and put 4 of those together, you get 1. Likewise, if you take 0.5 and put 2 of those together, you get 1. So, I asked you to memorize all of this, and the memorization is extremely important because you have to learn these numeric values for these notes. If you don't learn the numeric values for the notes, you're still going to be tripping and falling all over the place. So, if you haven't done that, and you're one of my students, go to dhsim.com, hit the resources tab, and download a copy of the time and note values sheet, which is the same one shown in the video here. And of course, you're my students, so you've had it since October 29th, 2019. All right, for everybody else, you guys can either go to the DHSIM site or you can go to mrgilliardmusic.com and click on the resources site, the resources link there, and download it from there. All right. Hey, I'll even give you a couple of seconds to review it. Take a moment. All right. Now that you've had your opportunity to review very quickly, let's do some math. Okay, so remember your notes' numeric values. Remember your notes' numeric values. So take a look right here. We've got a whole note. What did we assign to that? 4. And here's a half note. What did we assign to that? 2. 4 plus 2. What's the answer? Correct. It's 6. All right. We've got 3 more examples, and these are the easy examples sitting here. Take a look at them real quick. You've got 2 minus 1, 1 plus 0.5, 0.5 plus 0.5. Take 10 seconds, run through your own individual answers. Okay, let's hit these answers up real quick. This is half note. 2 minus 1, answer's 1. We've got 1 quarter note plus half, 1.5, or 1.5. And we've got half plus half. Half plus half is 1. All right. For all of my students in the advanced classes, we're going to push you just a little bit more than everybody. There are 4 examples down here for you, a little bit more difficult. Let's go ahead and put some mathing together here. Take a look at these first 3. We've got 4 minus half. Look at all 3 of these. Give me your answer. 10 seconds. Okay, we've got 4 minus half. The answer is 3.5. We've got half, so 0.5 and 0.5. You could just go ahead and say this is 1, plus 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. 25, 50, 75, so 0.75. So we have 1.75. Note values matter. 1.25 plus 0.5, 0.25, 0.25. 0.5 plus 0.25, 0.25, that's 1. So 1 plus 1.25. That's 2.25. Here's the last one. Take a few seconds, look at it. 3, 2, 1. 0.5 plus 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. We already know 4/16 notes equals 1 because it's 0.25 times 4. 25 times 4 is 100. So 0.25 times 4 equals 1. 1 plus 0.5. There are your answers. Did you do well? I hope you did well. Now, I told you, make sure you have your instrument for this next exercise because you're going to play. And you're going to play. So let's jump over to finale real quick. We're over in finale now. And as you can see, we have two lines set up right here. A treble clef line, which actually the part that's in here right now is flute. And we have a bass clef line. Actually, it's not a bass clef line, excuse me. It's a snare drum line. But the snare drum line is really, the sound is currently set for rim tap or rim shot so that we can get a metronome type effect going on through here. Everyone should have your instrument out by now. We're going to do some real life playing here, even if it's just one note. On this one, the next one, you'll get to play more than one note. Remember our note values. Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. I understand that some of you don't read treble clef, and for some of you, this is the upper section of your range, and that's okay. Go ahead and play whatever you're comfortable playing. You can start on any note that you want to. I just want you to play the rhythm correctly. That's the big deal. Start on any note you want to. You should be fine. So remember your note values. Remember the numerical values that we assign to each note. Whole notes are going to get, I heard somebody say 4. That's good. Half notes are getting, good, 2. And quarter notes are getting how many? 1. That's correct. And 16th notes. Yeah, skipped 8th notes on purpose. 16th notes, 0.25. Thank you. And 8th notes are going to be 0.5. Good. Now, let's go on ahead and play this through real quick. I've got this at 88 beats per minute. Nice, comfortable tempo for learning everything. And we're just going to go ahead and listen. The sound of each note will be held out and heard for the amount of time that it's supposed to be. That's the big deal. Always remember, we're talking about time, not just counts, quote unquote, but time. Time is what matters. Two counts each. One count each. Half of a count each. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Good. Now let's go on back and remind ourselves real quick. If you downloaded this wonderful sheet that I told you guys to download in the first place, we remember our counting here. 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice the downbeats, beats 1, 2, 3, and 4, are still all in the same place. 16th notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay. So remember all of your note values when we jump back over here to finale, because now it's going to get interesting. Let's look at some rhythm in action. This one right here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures. It's only about a grade 1.5 difficulty. You've got 16th notes in here, you've got 8th notes, you've got half notes, whole notes, and quarter notes. So take 30 seconds. Let's go on ahead and play through. I'll let the recording play first. You guys can read along, and then the second time through, you play along. It doesn't matter what note you start on. I'm primarily concerned about you getting the rhythm accurate. Stay with the metronome. Don't speed up. Don't slow down. 1, 2, ready, and... I hope you did well. I hope you did well. Let's go through it one more time. Take a look at what you played. Take a look at the rhythm. And 1, 2, ready, and... In measure 4, I probably heard, and I know it's there in some of you, there's a tendency to want to rush those half notes. Don't rush the half notes. Don't rush the half notes. All right. For my more advanced students in the advanced band, the intermediate orchestra, and the advanced orchestra, let's take a look at a grade 2.5 difficulty, pushing right up on the edge of grade 3. Do your math. Do your math. Do your math. Do your math. 0.5, 0.25, 0.25, 1, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 1. So, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 0.5, 1, 0.5. Now, normally you're used to seeing this 1, 0.5, 0.5. But instead, they split the eighth notes on either side of the note. We'll talk about subdivision 2 more videos down the road from now. All right. Take a look through it. Let's see what we can do. And here we go. Starting at measure 7. Starting at measure 7. Here, measure 7, measure 7, measure 7. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and... Yeah, a little bit more than you're used to doing immediately for a sight reading exercise, but that's okay. You can do this. I need all of you to really sit back, think about it for a moment. This is not outside of your ability to do. Go ahead through it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and... I know some of you had problems with this measure right here because the syncopated rhythm threw you off a little bit. That's okay. It's on purpose because next video, we're going to spend time talking about how to use a metronome and incorporate that and counting into your entire system of learning. So I really hope that this video was helpful to you. Pardon it running over an additional 5 minutes, 8 minutes, now it's 13. But I really wanted to make sure that you guys watching this video actually got the concept and understood it, and you had a chance to actually do it. Not simply count it, not simply clap it, but actually do it, for those of you who have your instruments with you right now. The next video, it's going to be a little bit shorter, but you're going to spend a lot more time working through that entire thing. All right, take care. I'll see you on the next video.